The Great Barrier Reef off the coast of Queensland, Australia, is considered by many as the greatest natural wonder of the world. The reef is the largest living structure in the world, consisting of 2,900 smaller reefs and 900 islands. The reef contains 400 types of coral, 1,500 species of fish, and 4,000 types of mollusk. The reef's health and future are very much in doubt, due to rising sea temperatures, consequence of global warming. For many Australians, and in fact the world, it is a very confronting situation.
This video documents the exploration of two complex systems, the Great Barrier Reef and climate change, and their intricacies. The highly publicised degradation of the Great Barrier Reef is an issue that is the sum of a variety of phenomena, all contributing to the reef's destruction. Moreover, the plethora of systems that culminate in the gargantuan issue of climate change, and the catalysts that function to be at the Earth's detriment. The use of hard and soft system tools help to convey the logical flow effect of each contributor, which effectively conceptualizes the source of the phenomena. To explore the complex system that is the Great Barrier Reef and the result of its degradation, we combined research to outline in a workflow diagram the logical flow of the effectors that are degrading the reef. These inhibitors are coral bleaching, farm pollution, governance, industrialization, and fishing. Each contributor has its own intricacies and varying level of effect on the reef's ecosystems, both biologically and physically. The main causes of coral bleaching on the Great Barrier Reef are mining and the burning of fossil fuels. These practices are harmful to the reef as they contribute to raising the temperature of the oceans as products of global warming. Due to the increasing temperatures, corals will expel the living algae that inhabits the coral, called zooxanthellae, leaving behind a dead remnant of coral. On screen, you can see a coral bleaching simulation conducted in Australia by the CSIRO NESP Hub project. After simulating a local water temperature increase and the effect it will have on various species of coral, coral bleaching has occurred in over 30% of coral species, and the phenomenon occurs 5 times more frequently in 2018 than in 2013.
Farmers use pesticides, fertilizers, and harsh chemicals in the process of cultivation, maintenance, and the protection of their crops. Without these additives, agriculture will struggle to fulfill the mass demand for produce. Although the negative side effects of these chemicals are being felt by the natural ecosystems in which irrigation leaks out onto the oceans and seas. Ecosystems closest to the farmlands are seeing frightening rates of degradation that ripple to the wider ocean due to the abundance of nitrogen and phosphorus in these chemicals.
It wasn't until the 29th of April 2018 where the Australian government announced a $500 million boost to reef protection programs to rebuild the damage sustained over years of mistreatment. The long-term sustainability plan is to monitor the reef over 50 years. The plan includes a variety of different investments that are intrinsically linked to the reef in the form of biological research, reconstruction projects, and sustainable reef enforcement.
Excavate the seafloor to create transport routes for ships, enhancing international trade. The removal of sediment is not only fatal to the ecosystem that is being dredged, but also the ecosystems where the sediment is relocated. The large amount of foreign mass suddenly introduced has devastatingly adverse effects on the naturally occurring ecosystems, as it's not only destroying the area, but it also changes the behavior of the flora and fauna within the ecosystem.
The adverse effect fishing for all purposes has had on the reef has been disrupting the natural ecosystem of the reef. The reef's life cycle depends on the interactions between both flora and fauna, and when a species is depleted from fishing, the flora exhibits the impacts by either changing its behavior or withering, which affects other species that rely on its products.